The greatest stories ever told in this entire world are all about ordinary people just like me and you. And as we all know, every great story has the beginning, the middle part, and the end. And most of the people we know, be it actors, athletes, entertainers, artists, philosophers, like all the great peoples that have transformed the way we look at life, started just like you and I are starting right now in life. So whenever you're faced with challenges, you have to be reminded, for your story to be great, for you to leave a legacy, you have to experience the beginning chapter of your growth where you're trying to figure out what really works for me. How am I going to be able to make it in this life? How am I going to be able to solve this problem? Where am I going to get the money to become financially stable? Like, all that stuff is meant to happen in your life so that your story can be told. So anytime you feel like you're giving up on life, anytime you feel like you don't have a sense of direction on where you're supposed to be heading, or things are not working your way, you're experiencing obstacle right, left, and center, I want you to remember one thing. A story cannot be complete if you haven't experienced the beginning, the middle, and the end of the story. And so that's how we are able to create a legacy. That's how we are able to leave a mark on this universe. You have to make sure every single day when you live, you're making it count by the way you treat people around you, by the way you're going after your dreams and aspiration. Like, you don't have to worry about where you are right now. Like I always say, it's not how you start the race, but how you finish that really matters. If where you are right now is not where you aspire, you still have the chance to go out there and change that narrative. You still have the opportunity to decide, okay, where I am right now is not something I'm proud of. I need to change something. I need to go out there and work on my goals. I need to go out there and change my habits, my addiction, things that are holding me back from becoming the best version of myself, or things that are going to hold me from leaving an impactful legacy to my children and my great-grandchildren. So every day you wake up, try to live a meaningful life by impacting the people around you in a positive way, or by doing things that are going to be able to uplift or help other people learn and become great. Right? Because I feel like sometimes we put so much pressure on ourselves because we're not where we want to be. But it's a journey, like I always say. You can't accomplish every single thing in your life in one day. And that's why you have your birthday when you're born. And then you go to school, you go to college if you have the capability of doing that. You start a family, you start working. Like, it's a process. It falls in order. We need to stop rushing things in life and expecting things to happen overnight. This theory of overnight sensation needs to change, because I feel like people are so caught up with living in the moment that they don't even enjoy the things that they experience and the blessings that come their way every single day in life. Some days you're going to experience abundance. Some days you're going to experience lack. Some days things are going to work for you. And on other days, you will be hitting rock bottoms and you're going to experience obstacles. But guess what? All these experiences are meant to teach us a lesson. They're meant to help us grow, mature, and become better, and help us also to make the right decisions as we continue on journeying in life. So I just want to encourage you and remind you that wherever you are right now, if it's not the best place or it's not where you've always hoped you would be, don't give up. You still have the opportunity of changing that narrative by deciding how you're gonna be able to live your life tomorrow. So don't let your current circumstance dictate how your tomorrow is going to be. Like, be encouraged wherever you are all around the world. It doesn't matter if your aspirations are to travel the world, to go to Europe, to go to the US, to go to Asia and experience the culture, meet new people, like travel. You can definitely do that. I feel like sometimes we aim to go further and we haven't even enjoyed the amenities or the things that we have around us. Like, travel, like they always say, dansaya, like, make sure you enjoy what is around you. Start experiencing life with what is around you. And then that's going to enable you to get to where you're headed, because for you to be able to make a journey of 1,000 miles, you have to start with one step. So it doesn't matter what situation you're in right now. It might be a job that you're trying to get. It might be a position that you've been aiming for. The most important part is, don't lose focus of your prize. Continue working towards it. You might not be there today, but you're going to be there tomorrow if you put in the necessary work. But learn to experience life. Stop rushing it. Take time to enjoy every single moment, because sometimes when we rush, we end up not making the connections that are necessary to elevate you, to take you to the next level. Take time to appreciate the people you meet on the streets. Take time to appreciate the people around you, the people who impact you, the people who uplift you, the people who recognize your effort every single day. And not only that, take time to also plant seeds of greatness, plant seeds of growth, plant seeds of encouragement to the people around you. We have to learn to be a blessing to other people the same way we want other people to be a blessing unto us. And always have a positive mindset. Be optimistic and also realistic at the same time, because that's just how life is. But the most important part is, don't you ever give up on yourself or your dreams just because things don't seem to be working out where you are right now. So be encouraged. I believe things are going to look up as long as you don't give up on yourself. Because I feel like the only time people throw their hands and give up is when they no longer have the belief in themselves that it's going to be possible, it's going to be okay. So just because you've been hindered with some issues today, it doesn't mean tomorrow is going to be the same. Like they always say, that's why every single day you're granted a gift of a new day, and that's why they call it the present. Everything you do, just have the mindset that it's possible and I'm going to be able to accomplish it. It might not be today or tomorrow or even next week, but I believe deep in my heart that as long as I stay consistent, as long as I'm focused and I'm aiming to accomplish it, and I'm making sure that I maintain my habits of doing it every single day, and I'm refining my skills and my talent, I will definitely be able to hit my jackpot and fulfill my obligations and create a lasting legacy in my life. So any day you wake up, just be reminded, anybody you see, anybody you want to emulate, your mentors, the greatest people on earth, the people we know, who we hear every day, whose stories are written, just started like you. They started maybe in different circumstances, but they all had a dream and a goal. And at one point, maybe they thought they wasn't going to be able to accomplish it. But because they stayed true to themselves, because they decided to bet on themselves every single day and showed up, they were able to accomplish it when the time was right. I believe no matter what we are going through, the adversities are meant to make us great. They're meant to teach us lessons. So when you wake up, just ask yourself, which chapter are you living in your life today? How are you going to be able to continue writing this story so that at the end of it all, when you leave, people are going to talk great things about the things that you've been able to accomplish? That's how you leave a lasting legacy. It's not about how much wealth you've acquired, but at the end of the day, it's about the impact you've been able to create on people's life. People will tell your stories. People will narrate how you made them feel. People will always remember the moments that they shared with you. That's how we impact and transform the lives of the people close to us or even around us. All right. So I just want to encourage you and remind you that nothing is impossible. Stop feeling that you can't make it in life. Just because things are not working today, that should not hold you back from becoming great or from accomplishing all the things that you've lined up in your life. All right. Peace and blessing. Continue being great. Have an amazing week ahead of you. Stay inspired. Stay motivated. This has been Ownership and Greatness, and my name is Joe Chege. Until next time, peace.
Ownership and Greatness.